know. You never know. Hey folks, You Never Know with your host, David Olney. That's me. Next week, January 17th and 18th, on the Cities of the Saints train tour from New Orleans to San Antonio, performing with Brock Zeman. Anybody else on the train? Are we the only guys?
No, it's you two on that leg.
Oh, that's great. And then every Tuesday, Free Fall radio show on WXNA from 11 to noon Central Time on your dial at 101.5 FM and streaming on live. Streaming! At WXNAFM.org. Coming up, Sam Bond's Garage in Eugene, Oregon. Is that this one? Yes. Down. Sam Bond. Eugene, Oregon. Ding 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 ding. Okay, then the Minor Key Concert Series at the Old Church in Portland, Oregon. And then that's January 27th, and then January 28th, the Axe and Fiddle in Cottage Grove, Oregon. Then some shows in Columbia, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, and Shenandoah, Iowa on the way to and from Folk Alliance International. I'm not supposed to put the paper in front of my face. And Kansas City, Missouri in mid-February. Shenandoah, Iowa. The Everly brothers live there. And Bill Hillman is the guy that owns the place in Shenandoah, Iowa. He's a farmer. You know, he's got corn and soybeans and all that stuff. But he also owns this bar and restaurant in Shenandoah. And he moved the house that the Everly brothers lived in. He moved it across the street from his bar. He's an interesting guy. Very, very fine fellow. Listen for the new album, Don't Try to Fight It, to be released on March 31st. So if you try to listen to it before then, I don't know. It seems kind of a lonely business to me. So visit davidolney.com for anything else. Okay. It's January. It's cold. I mean, it's really cold. That's why the heater's running. And now it's off. Here's a song about a revolution, the turning of the seasons. Autumn raised her dying head, and to her frightened troop she said, "Don't mourn for me, but save your strength for winter. And if by chance you should survive, and if by spring you're still alive, remember me, remember how we struggled." Her tattered army broke and ran, darkness fell upon the land. Silently we bowed beneath the snowfall. Winter came to claim her throne. She turned the heart of earth to stone. Not one of us dared raise his voice against her. Winter's reign was long and cruel, but we grew hard each day she ruled, each frozen night that seemed to last forever. She grew barren in her ancient age, and bitter in her twisted rage, too blind to see the seeds of revolution. Underground the rebels schemed, in secret all our children dreamed. Patiently we waited for our moment, and when at last the time was right, we rose up from the dead of night, and in the light of day we defied her. Her screaming voice howled and cracked, but nothing now could turn us back. And with the spring, winter was defeated. Free at last, the earth rejoiced. Everywhere we heard the voice of freedom ringing out across the land. How we toiled with spring's first rush, but with the summer we grew lush and lazy in the warmth of the season. It's all too easy to forget. Winter's touch is cold as death. We all believe the summer lasts forever. It's all too easy to forget. Winter's touch is cold as death. We all believe the summer lasts forever. We all believe the summer lasts forever. We all believe the summer lasts forever. All right, Revolution. This kind of a weird take on the seasons. I got that idea from a cartoon that I saw as a kid. It starts out with all these. How did it start out? Winter's raging around. It's kind of this, and snow and all this stuff, and then the spring starts to come in, and then little by little, it's kind of a long cartoon. Little by little, spring takes over, and the birds are tweeting, and the grass is growing, and da 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 da, and then all of a sudden, winter comes back. It's always that one, blast of winter when you think it's over, and then it comes back, but then spring wins out in the end, and it really somehow, really struck a chord with me when I was a kid. And as chance would have it, I have my sonnet book here. And here's another take on that phenomenon of winter coming back, or winter in general. This one, winter's a guy, not a woman. Winter's rules a dark and chilling rain that falls on every flower, every leaf, every frozen field and snowbound lane. Feels the dulling weight of winter's grief. On those rare days when the sun seems near, the hours a precious few she may shine. Whatever joys may rise soon disappear, and to the night as black as any mine. Yet even on the shortest, coldest day, underground the rebel forces grow. They conspire, plot, and scheme to find a way the icy winter king to overthrow. All the hope and love each of us needs, nature nurtures in her hidden seeds. Cool, huh? Well, this book I'm writing, I got 52 of them now. They look cool on the page, and then they'll be in this book, and then, I don't know, you know, the world will be upside down. Okay, I wanted to mention, all right, I did Revolution, that's what Viola wanted to hear, yeah, Viola from Pennsylvania, who was down on the 29th for the show at the, what was that place? The Basement. So, Viola, how you doing? And now I wanted to mention, here it is, this guy, Willie D. And he put this CD up, All Aboard the Thunder Train. And, you know, I sent it down. Half the time I get these things, I forget to listen to them. But I listened to this one, and boy, I mean, this is really good. So it's Willie D. Can you see all that? You know, listen to it for yourself, get it. And, I mean, he's this, it's kind of like a Virginia sound to me. It's like really, Scott Miller's got it. This really righteous, you know, acoustic playing. But then he'll bring in like a, you know, soprano saxophone or a flugelhorn. I mean, the use of horns in this is really cool, and the song's really strong, and that's what I want to tell you about that. That's it. That's all I got. Look, the sun is shining. Another couple of minutes of daylight, and okay. So, and yeah, check out the new guitar. Yeah. Okay.
You never know. You never know. You never know.